obviously as you go through the season and you prepare for games, there are special games on the schedule, and this is one of them. Playing obviously the University of Florida in such a great event in the Orange Bowl Basketball Classic, and it's really good because the team that we play today, I have an unbelievable amount of respect for Mike and the program, the way he runs it, and the way they play, how hard they play. I felt going into the game that there were some areas that we could be successful in. I thought we were. We did a great job of taking care of the ball with only 11 or 12 turnovers, but didn't do a good enough job on the glass, and that was a big factor. And they did a good job of making the extra pass and doing some good things off of our ball screen coverage, and then we adjusted in the second half, and that was effective. So tough game when 8 minutes ago when it's a 2-possession game and just couldn't make enough plays. So give them credit, give us. I thought we played much better in the second half. I thought the last 6 minutes of the first half was the deciding factor in the game.
Coach, when your team went on that run and cut the lead down to 3 in the second half, did Florida change anything defensively that led to them getting some stops at that point?
No, not really. We just, one of the things that we got to get is, at that point, those guys that were in the game had been in the game 6, 7, 8 minutes. And, I thought we made maybe some tired mistakes at that time on the offensive end. And then we had a couple open court situations that we didn't finish during that stretch run, where you have to finish those. And we had some good looks. We had a couple good looks around the basket, a couple good pull-ups. And they were able to stretch the lead back.
Your front court rotation was shortened with Russ's thigh injury, but could you talk a little bit about the game that Colin Castleton had today?
Yeah, obviously, he's turned into a very, very good player. Doesn't really force anything. I thought we did a good job on him. Would have been a 3 for 9 from the field. He gets to the free throw line. Had a couple, 6 offensive rebounds. A couple of those were on his own misses. So we got to do a better job of walling up and then wedging him as opposed to just turning. But we wanted to, dig down on him and make him uncomfortable. He forced him into 3 turnovers. So with a smaller group out there than we're accustomed to playing, I thought our guys did a really good job, and I thought our perimeter guys did a good job of helping out on that.
Any questions for the players?
How were the conditions? I noticed a lot of players slipping at the beginning of the first half. And how were the conditions on the floor?
I mean, first and foremost, it was cold as hell. Ice rink, the hockey rink. So, I mean, it wasn't really slippery for real. It was just high shoes and stuff. So, it was cold. So.
You can't make excuses on that because both teams had to go through it.
Right.
So that's not no excuse.
So you don't want to get drafted by the Florida Panthers?
Sure.
You don't want to get drafted by the Florida Panthers is what you're telling me?
Nah, I mean, I ain't really a cold guy. Like, I like being warm, so nah.
So solid game for you overall, all around your 16 points. Playing a team like UF, what's something maybe you can build on as a player this season going forward?
Being more vocal, especially in situations where we're down, because I got a habit of being on top of my stuff when we're up and things going good. Sort of pulled away a little bit in the first half, get a little lead, and at that moment I gotta step up and be here for my team and get a point where I really lead. So just getting a leader.
When the players did their 2-2-1 pressure a little bit, there was a stretch you guys were up 10-3 early, and then there was like a little phase there where they scored 7 straight. Did that bug you guys a little bit?
Nah, we just kind of figuring it out, see what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, the first couple of minutes, we just had to kind of see how they were pressuring, what they were doing, like their tendencies on the defensive end. And once we figured that out, the game slowed down. We ended up getting the ball across half court and controlling the pressure. So.
Is there size a significant advantage with on the glass, or was it more their activity?
Yeah, they're a good rebounding team, though. They crash the glass hard, so we just had to make an emphasis on boxing out. And we got to get better at that. That's one of the areas we got to work on. So we're going to take that and get better at it and move on to the next game.
Specifically, instead of, everybody tries to rebound, but like going to hit our man and boxing out, that's, instead of just turning around and looking at the ball, hitting the rim. Like I said, we're going to get better at that.
When you look at the stats, they have 5 team offensive rebounds. That means those are tips and taps that go out of bounds and they keep the possessions. So that's almost 1/3 of their overall offensive rebounds. We got to come up with those. You know what I mean? Those are 50-50 balls, and that's where if you haven't hit first, if you just turned around to rebound, then that creates a 50-50 opportunity. What the guys are saying is we need to take 2 steps to our man and hit him first, and then if they only get 2 instead of 5, it's a big difference in the game right there. You know what I mean? Because their second chance points are 14-6, which is basically the difference in the game. You know what I mean? So if it's 8-8, then you're going down to the last possession in the game.
I think wasn't the offensive rebounds 18-7?
Yeah, the offensive rebounds. And so, we did a pretty good job in terms of, second chance points, 7 and 6, and they get 18, but only get 14 second chance points. They hurt us on the glass. You know what I mean? They hurt us on the glass. And obviously, like I said, we had to play a little smaller than usual. But our 2 best defensive rebounders are the guys at this table right now, number-wise. You know what I mean? And they got to be able to do it. Javon got 4 today, and Murphlin got 1. They're used to getting 4 to 5 for us.
Any other questions? All right, thanks, guys.